So welcome everyone. I hope you people are benefiting from these signals that we give every day. I gave out this signal today, and we're going to calculate how many pips it has moved so far. So these signals are always in that Telegram group that you see on your screen, and I always give reasons as to why we're going to enter those signals. Afternoon, bro. Yeah, the signals is still valid if it comes back the entry point. So we are going to begin our live market analysis. Yes, guys, we're on YouTube live. You could join us as we start. We are live trading gold. So welcome to the live, everyone. If you're just joining, we are currently live in the running gold trade. Earlier today, I shared a buy setup, and that was the after London low was swept. Then when you see on your screens, you could see that setup that I'm talking about. So right now, this price, the price is in profit, and I want to take you through the logic. Okay. So now, this is a disclaimer. This live is for education, and it's not a financial advice to anyone. So people on TikTok, you could search on STUARTFX, then you could be seeing our live trading session now. We are on YouTube live. Just search STUARTFX Flipper, then you could see us live. We are live trading gold. So now I'm going to explain the reason why this buy made sense. Of course, it has given like 100 pips, and I usually tell people that if gold gives you like 100 pips, you either secure or set break even. Okay. Now, first of all, the London low was taken. If you could see it on my screen there, the London low was taken. So now that told me that the source side liquidity was cleared. I waited for that setup from morning, like from 6 a.m. today. So now And the second reason was that the price failed to continue lower, and then it started holding above the what? The key intraday levels. So that gave me a sign of bullishness. And so instead of chasing, I waited for the pullback into the discount, and that's why I gave out that signal. And that's why I gave out our entry levels were it is when you check on YouTube, I've put the Telegram signal here, and then the entry level was 49.70 to 49. Right, it was 49.70 to 49.76, and I told and I gave explanations. It was why we were going to enter that pullback right there. If you've not joined the Telegram link, then it's you is missing up. So now our entry zone was 49.70 to 49.76. Then we put our stop loss at 49.58. Then our take profits. Of course, the first take profit was in 200 pips. And when you observe well, market has only moved 100 pips. Does not hit the 200 pips. But of course, 100 pips to some people, that's enough. Then take profit 2 was at 49.97. Then the take profit 3, and I don't advise people to wait for take profit 3 unless it is the New York session and they have come back to the re-entries. That was 5,008 and 5,020. So now, what entry logic or what entry stop loss did I use? So now, my entries were not random. Okay, it was inside a discount pullback zone, as I showed you in that signal, and the stop loss was placed below the London low and the structure. Okay, so now, meaning if the price went there, my idea was invalid. Now, my targets were simple. I'm going to explain to you why my targets were 49.90 to 49.97. We are on YouTube live. Link is in bio. Now the targets were simple. When you look at the first take profit, at the intraday reaction, and when you look at the London high liquidation, that's why I was like, okay, when they sweep the London high, that's why I wanted to put what? My take profit 1, okay? When you look at the market now, we are in 100 pips so far of profits. 100 free pips so far this morning. Then when you look at the second take profit, the second take profit at the London high liquidation also, and the final target was I put the final target at the external what? Liquidity above. When you look at that take profit, that's why you see that it is very, very above. And I give those explanations in the Telegram group when you observe well. Hope no one is confused so far. I'm going to answer the questions. I'm seeing some questions here, but I'm going to answer these questions later on and to give some good explanations so that everyone could benefit. And now, yeah, guys, you wait for the questions. People on TikTok, we are live on YouTube. You search STUARTFX Flipper, then you could join us. Okay, now now that we are in profit, 100 pips so far. Okay, this is where most traders fail emotionally. You know that being in profit doesn't mean that you should panic. Okay, and it doesn't mean that you should have greed. When you feel like you've made some good profits, it's advised you set break even or leave the trades and wait for tomorrow. Okay, now for those in the trade, you can secure some partials and you can reduce risk, or you can let the price run with the structure. For me, I personally care about execution quality. than one trade outcome. We're on YouTube live. People here on TikTok, you're missing out. Let me check how many people we're having so far. Which indicator shows the session size and lows? I explained that thing yesterday, and I think I'll explain it again. Let's view this signal clearly. I don't want anyone to miss out. And I wonder why people continue failing when we give these signals on a daily basis. I always give these signals on a daily basis. I wonder how someone decides to fail. I see questions here, but I want to reply to them later. Bro, mbadde ndi ku live nina bensomesa, ngenda kukubirako nga maliriza ngenda kukubirako nga maliriza. Kale kamalirizeeko wano bosi wano. So now, this is why most traders miss. And most traders lose because they always chase the breakouts, okay? And they don't understand the liquidity. Now, we have already set our stop loss, and then you might find someone moving the stop losses because they can't control their emotions. That's why most traders also fail. How do you get an entry? I'm explaining that thing on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, bro, you could see how I got the entries. Now, when you observe that setup, of course, it's now not moving well, but of course we are still in profits because it's above our entry level, and we waited for that price to come to us. If you remember, I gave that signal when the price was above. The price was like at 40.78. So I told people that we wait for that signal. It was in like 40.80 something, and we were like we should wait for the price to come back at 40.70, which it did, and then we entered the trades. Okay, so now for us, we waited for the setup, and that's the difference between trading and gambling. If you never knew the difference. Now, whether this trade hits the full target or not, the process remains the same and the process remains valid. That's why I can't freak out or remove the trades. Now let's answer some few questions. And those people who are in profits, you could also tell us that you're in profits. Demo command. So let's have in some questions. I think you can see this market is playing in the same zone, and also but it's giving us money. You know how market acts. You know how you be like, man, the market plays in one single the market consolidates, and then when it's consolidating, you're in losses. But now it is consolidating right now, but we're in profits. That makes sense. We are live on YouTube. You search on STUARTFX Prepper. Someone asked, and what made you focus on gold only, and what would you advise? What would you advise to a person who wants to start trading gold, and what would be the minimum account balance? Now, this is a good question. Okay, now the question here is, I not only focused on trading gold, but I know how to trade forex trading. Okay, but remember, in all these pairs, you as a person or me as a person, I always choose which pair to trade most, and that's gold. And the reason why I chose gold, it's not that I can't trade other pairs. And if you observe, when I give signals of other pairs, we can even spend a year without hitting the stop loss. So if I can manage gold, it means I can manage any other pair. Okay. Now, the reason why I trade gold, it is because I like its volatility. You know, gold giving you 100 pips of profits, it's way easy than waiting for Euro USD or GBP USD. Because for 100 pips of gold, let's say you've put in lot one, I could be making like 100. No, I could be making like $1,000 in just minutes. But for other pairs, I'll get some delay. It can take like a full day without even hitting 100 pips. Those players like go for only 40 pips, 50 pips, and I can't wait for that. I always like sharp money. Then you say that what would be the minimum account balance when someone wants to trade gold? I think there is no specific minimum amount. We are live on YouTube. We are trading live on YouTube. Don't forget. And everyone who's just joining, please subscribe so that this channel keeps running. Now, what about capital? I think there is no specific capital, but it depends on how much you're willing to trade with, and also how much you're willing to like capital. Like when you have small capital, that means that you will use a small lot size. Okay, because there is no way you'll be having a small capital, then you put in a big lot size. So you should also consider that. What was the cause of slow movements on gold? But slow movements, in most cases, slow movements come because of I think the sessions that we are trading. Some sessions move fast because now let's say the London and the London session and the New York session, man, it can't move the same way as the Asian session and maybe the Sydney and what. Because remember, the London session, that means that people in London, banks, like let's say, what do they call it, the London session or the New York session? Okay, so let's first give an example of the London session. Remember when it is like, let's say 11 or 12 East African time. It is already it is like 8 a.m. in London. So now 8 a.m. in London, basically that's when people wake up. That's when banks open. Okay. Now someone goes and buys coffee. Someone goes and uses the public transport. Let's say the train. Someone like banks open, big banks open. People start their transactions. So that's what brings the movements to be high. Okay. And if I'm trading, let's say gold, remember gold is its symbol is XAU, then USD. And remember, This is we have on gold and USD. One is a base and another one is a quote currency. Okay. Now, if the DXY or the USD is weak, it means that gold will be what? Spiking up. And if the dollar is strong, it means that the gold will drop. So that's the logic behind price movements. People live here on TikTok, please, we are live on YouTube, and we are having some good lessons here because we're having what? We are live trading here. And even if you're not willing to live trade, you could at least watch and get some experience throughout this thing that we are doing. Now, any other question? Any other question? Are you trading CPI today? It will depend. But even last time I gave out that CPI in my VIP channel. I gave out that NFP signal in my VIP channel. So trading news is just easy once you know what to do. Do you analyze DXY before heading for gold? Now, I used to do that some time back when I was just a beginner, but I can nowadays come and just trade gold before even analyzing DXY. The only time that I focus on analyzing the DXY, that's when we're having fundamentals. Yeah, if we're having, like this person talked of CPI, if we're having NFP, I could now analyze and know, okay, now is the dollar weak? What's happening in the USA? Something like that. But this scalp trading, I don't normally go for the DXY. Sir, how would you manage to flip accounts using gold? Is there any logic? Yeah, there's a logic, and it's not just simple to explain, but there are a lot of reasons as to why I can flip accounts, even if it's a small account. We are fought on TikTok. It would make more sense if we are fought on YouTube, because on YouTube we are like 30. Which pair is that? This is gold, and when you see on your left side, that's the time I gave the signal, and that signal has moved. Wait, this signal was near to hit take profit 1. Now I want to show you the power of an entry. Are you seeing where this market is retracing? Okay, but my entry was at this level. You see, market came and it dropped here. It got some, some resistance on. Are you seeing? Are you seeing that resistance there? So that shows how powerful that resistance level was. People on YouTube, we have got a re-entry on people on TikTok, we have got a re-entry on what? On YouTube. You could search my channel, then we could trade together. It is STUARTFX Reaper. You see, our take profit 1 was 49.90. Now let me tell you how trading how hard trading gold is. Okay, now I gave out take profits, and our take profit was 49.90. It was giving like 200 pips. So now market came, it went and hit 489. I think we were remaining with like 10 pips to hit 200 pips. But of course, that's enough for someone who wants some for someone who has come to scalp. Now market is back on the entry level. It is even dropping more. It is dropping more. Probably the good thing we put in some break evens and what, but I'm saying it is dropping. And that 15-minute candle, if it closes below that entry level, it's also not a good thing. But it's heading for SL, brother. Of course, it's heading for SL. But if you could join my channel, then you could see that we've been sharing these signals every day. So we made profits before it coming back. Can you show us the liquidity sweep? Now, okay, the liquidity sweep is here. Are you seeing this? Now, are you seeing this candle here? Are you seeing this candle here? Look at this example here. So now this candle is is one good example of a liquidity sweep candle. Okay, this candle here. Whenever a candle moves, like on a high what? Whenever a candle moves on a how can I call it? I also keep on forgetting the things. Okay, when a candle moves with a high volatility, okay, high volatility, then it leaves these wicks above, okay, and let me show you. Are you seeing this thing of Asian high here? And this guys swept the Asian high liquidity, and they made the London high, okay, yeah. I think you've seen you've now seen what we call we are live on YouTube. The channel is STUARTFX Flip, and we are live trading, and we are in profits. Yeah. How many years did it take you to master your strategy and be good at it? For me, I was a first learner, and I was profitable in just months. But of course, months of dedication. I was very dedicated. I was very determined. So it didn't take me years. I think news today might be bullish. Thanks for thinking, but you don't need to think. You just need to, know what to do. We are live on YouTube. You people on TikTok, you're missing money. The only reason that I don't show chats on TikTok, it is because they always ban my account. So is the level still valid? Now, what do you want me to tell you, bro? What do you want me to tell you if either the level is still valid or not? And before you came, I said out this statement, and I said it would be fine if you shared us that journey when you turned 180k into millions so that we can copy. I always do that. I'm going to start giving some long form videos for you guys. How do you manage your emotions? I don't freak out. Yeah, I be like, a loss is a loss, profits are profits. But you guys are someone, so now the candle is coming back and making profits. But then someone was like, Stuart, like, it's a sale, it's a what. I don't panic, I already have the take profit and the stop loss, so there's no need for me to panic. And someone would like panic or come and switch off the live, be like, okay, we're making losses. I don't mind. We have caught over 2,000 pips this week, and then if can we enter? To me, the people who get these signals early, at least would have made some good profits back then, and it's them. I would advise them maybe to enter again. Someone asked about flipping accounts. Now let me tell you one thing. Now I think this signal that I gave out, this same signal I can use it to flip an account. How do I do it? if I have a small account, I can wait for this market to drop up to this level where it was. You understand? In the SL levels where people panic, that's where I enter from. And that's why you see that I always enter, I can enter a trade like from its start, okay? And someone is like, how did you enter? So that's what I do. I can wait for market to be like, okay, like moving to the SL levels of my entry level. Then I wait for maybe I wait for the liquidity sweep. Then I enter from those zones. Now this candle here that I showed you people, we are live on YouTube. Don't miss out. Now like this candle I showed you people, this candle here, I can enter from this candle after the liquidity sweep. After the liquidity sweep, how do you layering or staking? I use BTMM, be the market maker concept. It is very, very good at layering, bro. It's very, very good. There are also other methods that I use, but BTMM is always good at layering. GPP took my account this week after turning 100 USD to 300 USD. Man, sorry, man. But then you had to come back with 100 USD again. Okay. Any other question? What about the exits? Like, be straight about the question. Like, what do you mean about the exits? We are live on YouTube, and we are going to be doing these lives every single day. Every single day I'm doing these lives, we have to be live trading. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And for the free signals, if you're not willing to buy the signals, you could join the free wave forex academy. You could search from Monday the signals that I gave out, man. Signals have been hitting 600 pips, 800 pips. It's only this signal that is delaying. But you know gold, you know how gold behaves. Gold is always like, it can consolidate, be like this, then when we switch off the live, it moves. Now like yesterday, let me show you yesterday's signal, how it moved. Yesterday's signal was very, very, very good. Let me show it to you. Let me show you yesterday's signal, so that you guys could know that we trade what we know. We always trade things that you know. Now let me show you this. This was yesterday's signal. Those people who were here, I gave out this signal yesterday in our Telegram group. People on TikTok, please join our YouTube live because you're missing out some good entries. Yeah. Now, yeah, I think this was it. Okay. Now, when you look at this signal here, people were like, okay, our sell zone was 50.69 to 50.76 yesterday, and the SL was 50.86. So now the market dropped from our entry level to 50.58. It gave us some good profits. It gave us some 140 to 160 profits on take profit 1. Then after, I told you that TP1 hit. Now the thing is back the entry. That's what gold does on a daily basis. Okay, but then we left this live when of course we were in profits. People were entering this thing, but you could check what happened next. You could check these candles, man. Gold dropped over 2,000 pips in just a single move, in just single sale. And many people were seeing buys everywhere. But I told people that we're going to sell, and that's what happened yesterday. You could check how much money was made by people. How much can I risk on this setup, sir? You're a bit late to ask how much you could risk because it is now below the entry level, but it depends also on how much money you have on your account. Okay, it depends on how much money you have. How much do you recommend want to start trading with? Man, you just need to learn the skill. Just need to learn the skill. How much I recommend comes when you know how to trade, then everything becomes easy. Let's have in some more questions on YouTube. We're live on TikTok, Hassan. We're live on TikTok, Marvin. No, we are live on YouTube. You search for STUARTFX Flipper. Please follow that channel so that we could have in some good signals every day. Did the market break the structure, and what did you focus on to buy setup? What did I focus on? Okay, for you, what do you think I focused on? Okay, now I repeat that sentence by saying YouTube channel is STUARTFX Flipper. I repeat that channel by saying that my entry wasn't random. Okay, when you check on that signal, on this signal that I'm showing you here, this trade wasn't random, but it was inside a discount pullback. Okay, that's why you see my charts are marked London high, Asian high, midnight open. That's the AMD strategy. And then the stop loss was placed below the London low structure. So I'll give more on how I enter these trades tomorrow. I think tomorrow's live. Do you trade exotics? I can trade anything that comes across my. Did the market break the structure? Okay, I've explained that. How much? Okay. Any more questions on YouTube, so that or any other pair you want us to analyze as gold is moving and giving us profits? GBPAUD. Man, you people like those pairs. We're going to see GBPAUD. I don't know if I'll get this signal, this gold thing again, because I don't know which broker we're using here. Okay, that's Rwanda. We shall come back to Rwanda. I promised to explain the AMD strategy, but I'm doing that on a long, like a long video when I'm not answering any question. I think that will be over the weekend. Now for this GBPAUD, I'm not seeing any entry so far. Yeah, I'm not seeing any entry so far. Let's get another entry level. Let's get another pair. People live on TikTok, we are live on YouTube. The channel is STUARTFX Flipper. Are you holding a live tomorrow trading BTC? Are you going to hold a live tomorrow trading BTC? Of course we shall be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is a weekend. I'm not sure if we shall be live tomorrow, but we shall see. GBPJPY. Tomorrow we shall have a breakdown of how the week has moved. If you could check gold, gold is doing good. Gold is giving in some good money. I rarely get wrong signals. That's what I can tell you. Okay. If GBP what GBP JPY is selling and this signal is very is should I call it fresh? People on TikTok, you're going to miss these entries for GBP JPY. It's going to sell. It is selling from where it is right now. Those people who like these pairs and those people who like holding, you trade this pair. It's only that I don't like these pairs. That's the truth. That's what I can tell you. I don't like these pairs. Let's put our take profits here, the midnight open. Yeah. For the stop loss, it will depend on how much you're willing to lose on your account. You know, these pairs act funny. So that's it for GBP JPY. It's a live sale. Those people would like to, go for it. So our gold is still moving. What time frame for analysis? I always use 15 minutes because I always scalp. I always use 15-minute time frame. How do you mark the midnight open? Now, the midnight open, I mark it from, now here it marks itself, but if I'm not, if I'm marking it myself, how do I mark it myself? So usually the 15-minute the midnight open is the last candle, is the last 15-minute candle of the Asian session. That's why I mark that. So from that candle, that's where I mark the midnight open. I use its high and its low to mark the open. If the candlestick is bullish, I mark the open of those candles. If it is bullish, I mark below the open. If it is bearish, I mark above. Okay? And what's the use of the midnight candle? That and I'll explain it next time. Could you please do a collab with Vidula? It would be awesome. Like which collab? Like which one? Hope you guys that are on live on YouTube live, you've now got to know why you guys should be patient, because now people are crying over this signal, and this signal is now moving, now giving some good amounts. Which indicator are you using? I use a lot, and I program these indicators in most cases. Let me turn this chart to white. Let me try to turn it to white, because last time when it was in white, people couldn't observe well the price levels. Now let me check myself if I could be seeing these price levels, because I don't even use these candles. I don't use the red and black candles. No, I always use the blue. Oh yeah, here it's very clear. So now let me now do let me now put how my things be. I'm now forgetting where I get these candlestick colors. Because yeah, here the prices are very clear on YouTube. I think the only reason why it was not clear yesterday, it is because I have a lot of screens, and I was using this big screen of mine, so I think it didn't bring out what I wanted. I think I'll change these colors. I don't know, maybe after here, because I'm forgetting where I changed them from. I always forget. Right click on the candlestick. Okay. I've done it, but I'm just now, oh, visual, I think. No. I'm forgetting. I'll do that later. Let's focus on learning. Oh Yeah, when I change to these colors, that's when I feel like I'm doing something. Okay. Because I've taken long without using those red and green candles. I've taken long. Now I'm going to show you another thing here. We talked of the fair value gaps yesterday. Okay. Now when you check here, when you check on this entry here. Now I give the signal after waiting for the break of structures of the highs and what, but now you could check this fair value gap here. Man, this was also the right move, this fair value gap. I see. Now, but then in my VIP I told them that I was asleep. I saw the FVG before, but then I was asleep. But whenever you see these fair value gaps and you see these consequential encroachments, bro, just enter. Just enter because that's a valid signal. That's what I can tell you. Someone said its true colors are psychological. I think we should. I think that's true, but I don't know. We are live on YouTube and the username is STUARTFX Frapper. Guys, try to learn on the fair value gaps because fair value gaps give a lot of money if you know what to do. Fair value gaps give a lot of money. That's what I can tell you. For GBP I think now you've seen that I always know what I'm doing. We talked of the sale and it is selling even right now. It's just a mere observation on a pair, then I'll be like, okay, now this pair is doing this. Now, when we talk of the fair value gap, I want you to observe on this GBP People that are not on YouTube, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. I'm going to show out something here which is important. Now, when you check here, I want you to observe this thing very well. Here we had a fair value gap. We had a fair value gap here. Let me show you. We had a fair value gap here. And you see that when market tapped into the consequent encroachment, it sold from that level. Are you seeing? Now I'm from talking about the fair value gap, and look what it did, bro. It moved from here. This was a very typical sell from here. Let me show you. From here, from this consequent encroachment to at least some good pips here, to some 65 pips. There is no way you could miss that entry. There is no way you could miss that entry. And when they came back, it was an invalid what? FVG. Guys, there is no way you could miss that entry. There is no way you could miss that entry. Hope you have seen. Could you please talk about Mantigari? Mantigari yaling. Mantigari. Bro, make it simple so that I can explain more. Oh, you want me to make some research? Then I tell it to you tomorrow, because man, I don't know about that for sure. You see, guys, we gave out that signal. It is selling, and I talked of a fair value gap on gold. We came to GBP a fair value gap was there, and imagine someone who quote. I've seen the rejection on that fair value on that cost quote encroachment, bro. Market sold from there, so this knowledge is free everywhere, but it's always hard to get this knowledge by yourself. People on TikTok, we are live on YouTube. I think, guys, man, let's you comment some other pairs that we go for other pairs now. But hope you've seen, man. If you really know what to do, things just become easy. Things become easy. And another thing, guys, don't forget to always share these lives to your friends. Which other pair could we look at? Which other pair? Which other pair? I'm seeing some moves that will happen on US oil. I think that will be in the evening. Markets. I see markets are heading somewhere. Someone talked of Nasdaq. Actually, for those people who don't know, Nasdaq is but you people who trade Nasdaq, man. I don't know if it this one that is it. I did you try to mean Nas 100 or Nasdaq? People who say that I play gold. You guys join the channel so that you always get these things first. Then another thing is that gold will move in the New York session, not now. Gold will now move in the New York session. You meant NAS 100, eh? NAS 100. NAS 100. We're going to come back to NAS 100. Someone is busy in the comment section talking about gold. I don't know what's gold doing. I don't know. Someone's talking about gold. Gold is in profits. You see, gold is in profits. I gave her this signal that it's working well. Okay, gold is in profits. When you calculate how many pips were in so far, some few pips, of course, 40. It's just there 40. It goes in some few pips, but I told you gold will move now in the New York session. Just hold. Don't panic. I told you NSL is NSL and the take profit is a take profit. So I don't see the reason why you should panic. Just hold. Someone talked of NAS 100. There are a lot of pairs. The UK 100. I even wonder why I have them in my watch list. Let's talk about NAS 100. Now for NAS 100, NAS 100 is behaving the same as USL also. It has not moved. It has not moved to my areas of interest. Okay, because I will have a support at 244.90. That's where I'll have my support, and my first resistance level will be at 24921. And so far market is just in the middle, so I can't give any like anything about it. I can't tell you to either buy or sell it. Someone is saying, okay, why are we buying from there, bro? I gave her those explanations at the start of the live. This thing will replay. This after here this live you will replay, then at least you could come back and revisit. Then you check the explanations. Someone talked of oil. I told you guys oil is also in the middle, like NAS 100. It has not reached my areas of interest. What of GF40? German 40, GF40. There are some pairs I want to go for, guys. Stuart, is your Telegram channel free? Of course it is free. You search on FreePwave. Actually, the link is on bio, or the name is on bio. FreePwave Forex Academy. It is free of charge, unless you wanted to pay for it. Let's have. Okay, now guys, let me end with this. Okay, this is not about one trade. Okay, this is about consistency and discipline. And if you're learning something from these lives that we do every day, I'm doing these lives every day. Okay, and if you're learning something, at least you like this stream, and then subscribe to the channel. And then guys, just stay patient with your journey. Okay, win or you lose, that's what makes you a stronger trader, and that's what we do every day. Okay, so now our plan is to manage the risk. Let's continue from there, unless we have any other urgent question. What time frame do I use? 15-minute time frame for analysis and to enter my trades. $15-minute time frame. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My TikTok people, I think for you guys we should continue, and I think I should turn to Luganda because someone talked of German 40 for sure. I've never traded that pair. I've never traded that pair in my life. But remember, even if Is it? Do you want us to analyze it, this a CDF, like a CFD or an index? Tell us, because I can analyze any pair. That's a good thing about it. But I've never tried that pair in my life. No signal today, bro. Bro, I've tried. I've had in signals today. You check. I've had in this signal, and it's still moving even till now. This signal here. Where is it? Where is it? This signal here. I think this one here, where you see people are commenting 100% what and what. This signal is even still moving. Now, can't miss it out. This I have both. Yes, I have them because I'm the one who programs them. The index one, The index one. Let's use this one. Now, first tell me your bias before I make my analysis. First tell me how you trade this German 40 thing, so I could. Because so far what I'm seeing, I said liquidity grab down there. Let me check here. German 40 index. This one. People have pairs that you trade, but now let me tell you about German 40. That pair, it swept liquidity, and now it shows that it is buying. But another thing about it, the only thing that the only reason why I don't even trade these pairs is that they always tend to, not reaching my entry levels. Every time they don't reach my entry levels, I don't know why. And I don't force trades. That's the only reason why I even trade gold, because gold will always hit because now here it shows it swept some liquidity and it is buying. It is buying, but I cannot give a clear guidance about it. Yeah. But since you trade it and you're always here, I will now search about this pair. So next time I will have a better explanation about them. What is your TikTok channel name? TikTok channel name is STUARTFX Free. But my names are the same everywhere. Are the same, apart from the Telegram, where we have the where we have the Flipwave Forex Academy. Good day, sir. I can't find the link to the Telegram. But how comes you can't find the link to the Telegram channel? Yet even on YouTube, when you come on my YouTube here, my YouTube profile, has that what? Has that link. My YouTube profile has that link. Check my profile very well. I think you can check it when I'm let me search here. Let me search myself. You could check in my description, where we have the what and what, where we have that description. It has the free training and a community. There's a name for the Telegram channel, and it's a link, okay, on YouTube. Even on TikTok, that's the same. Do you still do seminars? I'm going to resume the seminars very soon. Just because I was in my holidays, I was relaxed, but then I'm back to help everyone trade. So guys, that's it for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thanks for joining.